Namaste, hello, and welcome to this 10-day gratitude challenge. I'm so honored and grateful to have you here. And over the next 10 days, we will be exploring ways to cultivate gratitude in our lives, no matter our circumstance. So the essence of this practice really is to guide us to begin to live life fully. So we like to look at living life fully and freely, like the breath flows in and out through our body without obstruction. So that our inhale, we are able to naturally connect with appreciation and gratitude. And as we exhale, we find a natural stream of generosity flowing out from us. And living like this, we are able to offer our love and our creativity to the world around us. But sometimes we may find ourselves feeling like a stagnant river, blocked and closed down and unable to flow. And this can be in various degrees in our lives and present in different areas of our lives. So we're going to look at that and we're going to explore what it is that closes us down, shuts us down, and stops us being open so that we can have this flow of inhale this gratitude and exhale this generosity. What blocks us? What stops us from being in the flow? And we're going to explore this. So it happens quite easily that we can close down and become blocked. And very often this happens when we are confronted with fear or with judgment and with stress. You know, when we perceive ourselves to be at threat, we quickly turn on our primitive survival brain, that fight or flight brain. And when this happens, we shut down. And this closes down our hearts. And so often if we feel threatened, judged by the world around us, or we feel our security threatened, we immediately move into judgment, move into fear. But so often, and more often than not, we might find that we spend a lot of time in self-judgment, judging ourselves, attacking ourselves. It becomes a habit. And you might say, I don't do that, but if you just take a moment and inquire, you might find that often you think you should be doing more, or you feel you should be looking better, you should be in better shape, you should maybe be earning more, parenting differently, and the list just goes on. So often this habit of self-judgment, self-attacking is just habitual, and we aren't even aware of when it happens. Another way that we find our heart can get shut down is when we find ourselves grasping. And we do this a lot, and our society is designed to make us do this. When we feel we don't have enough, when we're always wishing and desiring for more, and we are being primed to always want better, to want more, to drive, to what we earned this year, we need to earn more next year. What we learned this year, we need to learn more next year. Whatever we do, there's this constant desire for more, for more. But all that this does is it creates a distance between us and the present moment. And when we're grasping, when we're looking forward, when we are striving to be somewhere else from where we are right now, we find we close our hearts. But looking at these shadows and acknowledging these shadows is good, because this allows us to awaken and come out of the grip. And once we awaken and we see what it is that is shutting us down and closing us down, we're able to begin to move forward. And we'll be able to begin to find the practices that take us out of this grip and open our hearts. And there's 3 practices that we're going to focus on over the next 3 days. And the first practice that we're going to look at is the remembrance of what we love. Remembering what we love. The second is to love what is. And the third is to express our love. So we're going to inquire what it is and how we remember what we love. Now, again, as humans, we have perhaps a daily negative premise. We kind of start worrying before we know why we're worrying. Often we can get asphyxiated on the negative during the day. And when this happens, it makes it really hard for us to be in love or to be in gratitude. And again, you might say, this isn't really me. I'm not negative. I'm a very positive person. But I wanted to just look a little closer, to inquire a little deeper, and just see, how are we when we perhaps have to wait in line at the post office, or when we realize that we've run out of milk or cereal, or when we find the house isn't tidy and guests have arrived, or when we are made to wait for a meeting, or when we leave something important that we thought we need at home. We begin to focus on what has gone wrong, and we begin to maybe just hold on to the negatives a little bit too tightly. And this focusing and drawing in on the negatives makes us small. And when we're small and constricted, we're not able to be open and grateful. So what we really need to do is we need to decondition this negative bias so that we can truly and daily remember what we love. And this remembrance is a profoundly healing and life-changing practice. And before we move into the practice, I just want to read this quote to you that says, whatever you think and ponder on, that will become the inclination of your mind. So we can choose where we pay our attention. We can choose where we focus. And when we begin to practice this, when we come into gratitude, it expands our capacity to see the whole world. So we need to intend to notice what's around us, intend to notice the good, and not only notice when there's something negative. So what I mean is, we notice when we've forgotten the milk. But when we walk out the house and there's a beautiful bird in the tree, we might not notice it. We'll notice when we drop our keys on the floor. But when we step over a line of ants crossing the paving, we might not notice. So we need to begin to intend to notice. And then the practice, when you intend to notice, is to take a few breaths, like 5, 6, 10 breaths, taking in the good. So when you walk out of that house and you see the bird, pause, stop, take 5, 10 breaths, notice the goodness. And so we begin to train ourselves to spend more time noticing the goodness. So the meditation practice that we're going to do today is one that I've practiced with Tara Brach, a beautiful Buddhist meditation teacher. And it's a practice simply called, What Do You Love? So let's just make sure that you are comfortable, and you can be, if you're busy working while you're listening to this, just take a moment to sit down. and to just connect into your body. Maybe you need to move a little, wiggle through the shoulders or roll your head a little, and then find yourself in a comfortable position. Doesn't matter where you are, you want to see if you can have your spine upright so that your breathing can flow freely in and out through the body. And I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you the question, please tell me what you love. And then whatever comes to mind, allow it to come to mind. And then the practice is to whisper it out loud. It doesn't matter what comes to mind. If what you love is a jam donut and that comes to mind, that's perfect. If it's something God conscious and that comes to mind, that's perfect. So don't be shy, whisper it. And let whatever comes to mind, come to mind. So when you're ready, just sitting comfortably. Inhale deeply. And then just sigh the breath out. Please tell me what you love. Thank you. Please tell me what you love. Perhaps whisper it out loud. Thank you. Please tell me what you love. 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 Don't be shy, whisper it. Thank you. Please tell me what you love. Feel your heart whispering. Thank you. Please tell me what you love. Thank you. Now bring to mind one thing you whispered that resonated the most deeply. Bring to mind what it is about that makes you feel so deeply, that makes you feel love. Allow your love now to be as big and as full as it can be. Feel the love. Feel the gratitude. And feel the appreciation. And feel it now, right through your whole body. And when you're ready, I invite you to gently open your eyes and just to arrive back into the space. Thank you for giving me this pocket of time. And I challenge you as you move through your day Keep asking yourself throughout the day, what do I love? And then intend to notice. Intend to notice and pause. Pause for 5 to 10 breaths, taking in the good. Tomorrow we'll be exploring to love what is. And the day after that, expressing what we love. Thank you for your time. May your day be blessed. Namaste.